Hello, good evening. I'm Malshani Gamagi and this is Prime TV News. A quick look at your top stories now. President says Parliament should give the example of efficiency. Prime Minister clarifies as to how the debt burden increased due to lack of policies. Johnston's bail plea is dismissed. Cabinet will take the final decision on a bus fare hike. And in news overseas, a deadly storm batters South China. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe has said that several programs are operative on behalf of safeguarding the children's generation. The Prime Minister expressed this view during a function held in the Rakwana area. The Prime Minister said that the government has increased funds for social welfare irrespective of the economic issues. Children enter schools at the age of 5 years and they should be directed to better mental health conditions. It is in this respect that they have launched a program to establish 2,000 child education centres in the island. But the Prime Minister said that they lacked trained teachers for this purpose. The first attempt is to have such persons. The opening of the Shanti Children's Home took place under the patronage of Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe. The children's home has been built on an idea mooted by the chief Sanghanayaka of the south of the Sri Lanka Ramanya Mahanikaya and chairman of the Sri Bodhiraja Foundation, the Venerable Dr. Omalpe Sobitathera. Support was received from the Sri Bodhiraja Foundation, the Probation and Child Care Authority of the Sabaragama Province, Germany, Malaysia, Singapore and the United States. This children's home provides shelter for 22 children who have lost their parents. Minister Mano Ganeshan said that Buddhism is a religion not limited to Sri Lanka or the Sinhalese. He said that what is more important is the Sri Lankan identity than any religion or community. He said that priority should be given to the country. The appeals court today dismissed the bail application presented by 3 persons, including parliamentarian Johnston Fernando. They are accused of misappropriating Sadosa funds to the tune of 5.2 million rupees during the last Northwestern Provincial Council elections. The Kurunegala High Court recently remanded the defendants until the conclusion of the case. It is in this respect that they had filed revised petitions appealing for bail. The Attorney General informed the court that the manner in which the Kurunegala High Court judge acted as legal. They had been remanded with the intention of expediting the hearing of the case. The Attorney General further said that provisions under the Bails Act are not relevant to a person who is accused under the Public Property Act. In the meantime, Johnston Fernando, his private secretary Muhammad Shakir and former Satosa chairman Nalin Fernando were again produced in the Kurunegala High Court today. The cross-examination of the Satosa financial manager and the hearing of evidence were completed today. The case was postponed for tomorrow. Minister of Transport Nimal Siripala de Silva has said that it is the Cabinet of Ministers that should take the final decision on hiking bus fares. The All Ceylon Bus Companies Federation has said that they will be staging a bus strike if the bus fares were not hiked parallel to the increase in the price of diesel. The minister said that plans are afoot to hold a discussion at his ministry with bus owners on Wednesday. The decisions reached at this discussion will be brought to the notice of the Cabinet. Thereafter, he said that necessary action will be taken only after a decision is made by the Cabinet. The Criminal Investigations Department has grilled Namal Kumara of the Terrorist Investigations Division, who had revealed of a conspiracy to assassinate President Maithripala Sirisena and former Defence Secretary Gotabaya Rajapaksa. He was summoned to the Criminal Investigations Department today. In the meantime, DIG in charge of the Terrorist Investigations, Nalaka Silva, who has been accused of this allegation, has been given a temporary transfer. The police media spokesman's office said that this transfer has been made on an order given by the Inspector General of Police. Namal Kumara, who arrived at the Criminal Investigations Department, said that sleuths of the CID who had come to his house at Tulhiriya last Friday had interrogated him for nearly 6 hours. He said that the Criminal Investigations took into its custody today the phone containing the related audio. Further expressing his views, Namal Kumara of the Terrorist Investigations Division said that he was summoned to the CID to give information that he could not reveal and to hand over the mobile phone. He said he wished to see the truth come to life by handing over this mobile phone. Namal Kumara first revealed details to the media holding a news conference in Kandy on the 12th of this month. The Inspector General of Police is holding inquiries with respect to the incident on the instructions of the Prime Minister. In the meantime, several parliamentarians expressed views on this matter at several places. Minister Gamini Jaivikrama Pereira said that the United National Party in its history had not been involved in political conspiracies, nor had it supported such conspiracies. A full investigation is being carried out. He said he wonders whether it was an attempt to halt or turn upside down the investigations that are being carried into fraud and corruption. Minister P. Harrison said that already on the instructions of the President and the Prime Minister, the Inspector General of Police has ordered the CID to take the necessary action. He said it is suitable to punish if anyone was involved or supported such a move. Today is the 112th birth anniversary of Sri Lanka's first executive president, the late J.R. Jayawardena. J.R. Jayawardena was a veteran politician in the country's political history. Junior's Richard Jayawardena was born on 17th September 1906 and began his political career as a member of the Kalaniya electorate at the age of 36. In his political life, he had served as a cabinet minister for 15 years. In this respect, the services he had discharged as the Minister of Finance and the Minister of Agriculture are even valid today. Also, he had served as the head of state of the country for 10 years from 1977. He served as the opposition leader of the country for 7 years from 1970 to 1977. He suffered defeat in his life for a short period of 4 years from 1956 to 1960. He assumed office as the first executive president of Sri Lanka in February 1978 and opened Sri Lanka to the international. The most successful Colombo Plan, the acceleration of the Mahaweli scheme and the introduction of the open economy to the country are considered to be the turning points on the development path the country traversed. He is considered to be an intelligent politician who talked less and succeeded in achieving his development targets. The conduct of Satyagraha was part of the life of J.R. Jayawardena. He is honoured as an Asian intellectual politician who conquered Sri Lanka. The tactful, smart method of J.R. Jayawardena is a fitting example to the present young politicians who carried forward the United National Party to victory after suffering the historic defeat. The 112th birth anniversary commemoration of J.R. Jayawardena was held at the United National Party Jatika Sevaka Sangame head office in Pitakote today. Party General Secretary Minister Viraj Karyavasam garlanded the statue of J.R. Jayawardena. Many party activists joined in the occasion. Meanwhile, today is the 154th birth anniversary of Anagarika Dharmapala. A large gathering representing the clergy and the laity joined in commemoration functions held to appreciate the services of Anagarika Dharmapala. Born as Don David Heva Vitharana, he was ordained as a monk as Siri Devamitta Dharmapala. He is the first Buddhist to preach the Buddha Dhamma in Asian, North American and European continents. He was also the pioneer of Buddhist education and the founder of Buddhist schools and Dhamma schools. The main ceremony marking the 154th birth anniversary of Anagarika Dharmapala was held at the Bandarunayaka Memorial Commemoration Hall under the patronage of President Maithripala Sirisena. It was organized by the Presidential Secretariat and the Buddha Sasana Ministry. Prizes and certificates were awarded to winners of the essay and oratorical contests held on Dharmapala. Among those present was a group including Minister Gamini Jaivikrama Pereira. More than 1.5 kilograms of heroin has been seized from the Katnayaka International Airport. The Customs Narcotics Division arrested a Pakistani national for attempting to smuggle this heroin, worth more than 16 million rupees, into the country. Customs officials had found the high-quality heroin of brown sugar variety hidden within a false bottom of the luggage of the suspect. The suspect and the heroin have been handed over to the Police Narcotics Division for further investigations. It is reported that the cause of death of 2 persons within a cave is poisonous smoke. The autopsy on the dead bodies was conducted at the Nuwara General Hospital today. 2 dead bodies were recovered from a cave. The deceased persons are believed to have gone hunting for porcupines and had attempted to smoke the porcupines out of the cave while they too were still inside the cave. Ragala police says that the other employees of the estate had found the bodies inside the cave when they had gone in search for the 2 youths. A dog which had followed the youth in the hunting trip had also been found dead inside the cave. Welcome back to the local news segment of Prime TV News. The example of efficiency should initially be given from Parliament. This observation has been made by President Maithripala Sirisena. He was speaking at the inauguration of the first Global Conference on Evaluation. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe also joined in the occasion. Sri Lanka is hosting the first Global Conference on Evaluation in Colombo. It has been attended by members of Parliament from more than 70 countries. It has been organized by the International Parliamentarians Forum and the Sri Lanka Parliamentarians Forum on Evaluation under the guidance of the Prime Minister's Office, the Sri Lanka Parliament and the Sri Lanka Association of Assessment Organizations. Further addressing the conference, the President said that the efficiency of the Parliament is not only important for the activities of the House, but also for the activities of other advisory committees, and the activities of these committees have a broad impact on the development of the country. Therefore, he pointed out the importance of evaluating the value of the Parliament by the MPs and said the number of days they attend the Parliament is the major factor in maintaining the efficiency of the functioning of the Parliament. In his address, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe said that it is necessary to undertake development so that every sector is subject to evaluation.
If we look at our total debt, much of the borrowings could have been avoided or put into more useful sectors if we had done the evaluation. For instance, most of our spending has gone into non-tradable goods without any return. So we have to start again in ensuring investments into tradable goods. But what is the end result? The end result is that we have to pay back these loans. And how do we pay back these loans? We pay back these loans by raising revenue. And how do you raise revenue? Unfortunately, whether you liked it or not, we have to increase taxes, including VAT. And you all are all representatives. You know how difficult it is to raise taxes. So here is a classic example of policy without evaluation, putting a burden on the people, and at the same time, there is no return in investment. So we have to restart our whole economic policy of investing in tradable goods. So, but that will take a few years before it reaps results. So we are a good case which could be looked of policy. There are other policies in different sectors, Sri Lanka and others, which also have never been evaluated, whether it be education, whether it be health, whether it be irrigation. It's not only in Sri Lanka, but that evaluation is necessary. And what you will do now is to introduce that evaluation culture into Sri Lanka.
Chairman of the Parliamentarians Forum on Assessment, Minister Kabir Hashim, also expressed his views.
The end user for evaluation, where there is most demand for evaluation, is policymakers. And if you don't have policymakers in an evaluation conference or in an evaluation workshop, then it is not successful. So we said you need to get us engaged. And that was how it all started. Then we started moving and working, and we formed the South Asian Parliamentary Forum and then it became the Global Parliamentary Forum for Evaluation. And today we have a strong membership. Monitoring and evaluation needs a champion. And in many countries where evaluation policies were established within their constitution, there was always a political champion behind it. In Sri Lanka, the champion for evaluation has been none other than our Prime Minister, Honorable Ranil Wickremesinghe, as the Minister of National Policies and Economic Affairs. We thank you, sir, for the support that you've given us.
Meanwhile, the Ozone Day commemoration was held at the Bandarunayaka Memorial Conference Hall under the patronage of President Maithripala Sirisena. It was organized on the sidelines of the International Ozone Day and the 31st anniversary of the Montreal Alliance. The President pointed out that it is our responsibility to protect the ozone layer, which creates a sense of nature for the survival of living things. The welcome address was delivered by Professor Chandan Jayaratna. The President presented gifts to winners of competitions organized on behalf of school children marking Ozone Day. Programs for refrigerating identification equipment and the provision of air conditioners to 2 institutions conducting studies for technical students for the Sri Lanka Customs were also in place. Deputy Minister Ajit Marna Perumal was among those present on the occasion. And that's all the news for tonight. Do log in to itnews.lk for further information. I'm Ashani Gamagi signing out. Good night.